and he'll continue to go completely quiet about me until he retires, because there's no way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
Tom Aspinall isn't holding back when it comes to humiliating Jon Jones, and this time he's taking aim at Jones's retirement talk.
The Doritos on his fingers, with his iPhone in hand, waiting for me to get knocked out so he can start tweeting about it. Let's be honest, and since I won that fight, he's gone completely quiet.
In an interview with Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith, the heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall took a pointed shot at Jon Jones months before Jones's retirement. Today, Aspinall's fiery comments have reignited debate over Jones's legacy, and Jones has had enough of it. Let's break down exactly what went down and why Jones is losing his cool.
You said the timeline for Jones, 2 weeks to decide what to do with the title, but whether it takes the fight or you're going to strip him. What do you think is more important, to keep the belt there so he can uphold his legacy, or we move the heavyweight division, take the title away from him?
Jon Jones called us last night and retired.
It was as boring as it gets when UFC CEO Dana White announced the retirement of what is probably the best mixed martial artist of all time at a post-fight news conference in Baku, Azerbaijan. White's tone and facial expression after the UFC Fight Night program hinted that he had been let down yet again by the man he recently dubbed the finest pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
Thank you very much.
That man, Jon Jones, has operated independently and at his own pace. His retirement was no different. Jones's retirement squashed a highly anticipated heavyweight title unification fight between Jones and interim champion Tom Aspinall after months of will they, won't they. This led to fans making a hilarious meme AI video of Jones's retirement.
Well, folks, it's official. I'm retiring from the UFC after 2 years of ducking, dodging, and disappearing. I'm hanging up the gloves. I went from the GOAT to the dote, duck of all time. Tom Aspinall retired me without even fighting me. I watched that man throw a leg kick on TV, and my soul filed for unemployment.
However, Jon Jones isn't interested in fighting Tom Aspinall, an up-and-coming fighter, and is instead focusing on fights with established, dangerous champions like Alex Pereira.
I've been really clear about my intentions. That's what I want. And I mean, I just feel like anybody would understand at this point. Like, you know, I'll retire the heavyweight belt if I have to. It's like, dude, give the guy what he wants at the end of the day, you know?
He stated that Aspinall can have the heavyweight championship if Jones retires, seemingly indicating a lack of interest in defending the title against him.
You know, like, I want to take what I find to be super fights. I don't want to fight dangerous up-and-comers anymore. I want to fight dangerous, established champions. So Tom can have the heavyweight championship. I don't really care about it.
For Aspinall, things are different. For months, Aspinall's been keen on unifying the belt. From carrying a duck toy, he really bothered Jon Jones, as Jones labeled him annoying. In another episode of the Good Guy, Bad Guy interview, Aspinall stated that Jones had already retired.
Guys, come on, you guys are veterans of the sport. If one guy's thinking about retiring, he's retired.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about retiring. I'm thinking about getting this division active, making the heavyweight division great again, getting these big fights in, fighting these contenders who are sat on the sidelines waiting for...
Aspinall expressed his belief that Jones retired to avoid fighting him, suggesting Jones' behavior and communication indicated a reluctance to face him. Aspinall stated he moved on and was ready to defend his interim title against other contenders.
Like, I'm not looking to fight Jon Jones. I'm looking to fight for the undisputed heavyweight champion. That's what I want to be. I want to be the UFC undisputed heavyweight champion. I see a lot of people, you know, comparing me to Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler waited for a long time for Conor McGregor and stuff like that.
Great.
I'm not waiting for one fight. I'm not trying to fight one guy. I'm trying to fight all the guys.
However, in an interview with Bisping, Aspinall said some key words that came to pass.
And he'll continue to go completely quiet about me until he retires, because there's no way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
Since his retirement, life has been good for Aspinall as the new heavyweight.
UFC undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Moving forward, very, very important to me, just that I acknowledge everybody quickly who has supported me in this, I'm not going to say it was a tough time, but a bit of a challenging time over like the last kind of 10, 11 months that I have been inactive due to no fault of my own, but luckily.
Tom Aspinall's life is indeed looking good as the new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion following Jon Jones' retirement. Aspinall has also expressed excitement about defending it actively. He's also made it clear that he wants to be the best heavyweight ever and is focused on staying active in the division. For Michael Bisping, he believes that Jones should have handled the situation better.
He just said on the microphone after dancing for Donald Trump, if he just said, look, listen, guys, I've done it all. I've become a two-weight division champion. I've defended the belt at heavyweight, and I've just beaten the greatest heavyweight on paper of all time in Stipe. I've done it all. I've got money. I'm walking away, okay? If he'd have done that right then and there, everyone would have given him a standing ovation, myself included. Everyone around the world couldn't have talked any shit.
While Jon Jones' athletic achievements in the UFC are undeniable, his recent retirement, perceived by some as a way to avoid a highly anticipated fight with Tom Aspinall, has led to criticism and suggestions that he has tarnished his legacy.
Everyone around the world couldn't have talked any shit. Yeah, okay, maybe they would have talked about Tom Aspinall and said, but hold on, there's an interim champion. But he could have just said, listen, I don't feel the need to do that. I've taken out contenders before. Best of luck to Tom. Have a great reign as champion. I'm sure you're going to do great. All the best. And then go see him backstage and maybe get a nice picture and be cordial and be gentlemanly about it.
But Jones did things differently, saying he would fight Aspinall when given the fuck you money. To make things worse, he kept the heavyweight division on hold, and when people thought that the fight would happen, he suddenly retired.
Jon Jones has done what we always knew he was going to do. He's tucked tail and run. Imagine calling yourself a goat and yet behaving like such a duck. I mean, this is like...
Some fans and legends believe his decision to retire rather than face Aspinall, especially after holding up the heavyweight division, reflects poorly on his character and competitive spirit.
This is like back in the playground. Jon Jones has got a bike. Tom Aspinall's come over and goes, give us your bike now. What you have to do then is fight. You have to defend what your shit is and say, no, you're not going to take this. And do you know what Jon Jones did? You have it. I don't want to fight. You can have it. This is unbelievable. The greatest of all time. What a load of shit. I'm sorry.
In the Pound for Pound podcast with Kamaru and Henry, Dominic Reyes slammed Jon Jones for retirement games. Reyes was asked by fellow UFC star Kamaru Usman why he thinks fans have been angered by Jones's actions. His response was brutal.
I think because he does this thing that he does, and he just strings everyone along and lies and tells this and says that, and then he's like smug about it, and then he's arrogant, and then he's not being genuine, man. We just want a genuine answer out of you, bro. Not some bullcrap, string everybody along, tell them, oh, well, maybe this,
With all the allegations, Jones snapped with a potential comeback claim back to the UFC. Just days after announcing his retirement, Jones announced his planned comeback in 2026, following U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement that UFC would host an event on the White House lawn. Jon Jones joined the 2025 ESPYs Red Carpet Show to discuss why he came out of retirement from the UFC.
Obviously, you retired, but now it seems like you're getting back into it.
Yes,
Can you explain it, break it down for us a little bit?
I was retired. I felt like I was at a place where I've done it all in the MMA space, and felt like there wasn't too many more challenges for me, and I just wanted to do something more than championships and money. And
he further explained what it meant to return to the octagon.
Donald Trump mentioned that he wanted to have a fight at the White House Garden, and that just seems like such a huge opportunity. I'm a very proud American. I have a lot of close friends that are in the military, and this is my act of I can't call it service, but just to be able to entertain the country and the world at this level at the White House, it just means the world to me. So I'm back.
But Jones's comeback plan took a big hit as UFC CEO Dana White steered away from making Jones the targeted headliner for the card.
And Jon Jones says he wants to be on there too, and he says he would fight whoever the champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him like coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, you know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Jones expressed disappointment to White's remark on social media. With a potential White House-featured bout uncertain, Jones might still return to the cage in 2026 for the right opportunity. But what do you think? Will Jones's possible return to the UFC lead him to a possible clash with Aspinall in the future? Is the heavyweight division about to change with Aspinall as the champion? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.